Hello, my elevated people. Thank you for stopping by. Today, I want to talk about 6 things that we can do when we are angry. So that there's 6 options we have for how we are going to be able to respond or cope with the anger. Distract instead of reacting, right? So we have the option when we're feeling upset, when we're feeling angry, to do something else. In other words, get away from the situation. So what can you use as a distraction, right? I feel myself getting angry. I know what this is all about. You can choose to go for a walk, right? Whether it's a long walk or a short walk. You can choose to, I'm going to just go and do another activity right now. It could be I'm going to go listen to my music. I mean, for me, I know whenever I'm getting upset or I need to think or just need time away, I love to have a long hot shower. So just the water for me does something. So when we're angry, think of a way that we can distract ourselves. I'm going to cook, I'm going to read a book, but just some other activity that will take our mind away and take our bodies physically away into another environment. The second thing that we can do is just ride the wave, right? Where are we at this? Okay, it's coming at us. So we know this is here. This is going to happen. Where are we at in the wave? Are we just starting with our anger? Are we at the top where it's cresting? Are we coming down? Where are we at? So you can decide, I'm going to go with this, right? It's coming. I see it. And I have the presence of mind to just go with the flow of what this is. And as much as possible, just know that this will pass, right? So I'm just going to maintain my composure and my calm and just ride this because this too shall pass. The third option that we have is just our positive thoughts or affirmations, right? While we're feeling that we're getting angry or we're in this situation, reframe whatever it is that we're seeing, right? And just take control of it that way. So with positive thoughts, right? So if someone is saying something and I know this is really going to get me angry because they're being unappreciative and not acknowledging how much work I have actually put into making this thing possible, I am going to tell myself what I need to find the positive in this, right? That their words don't make me, their words aren't my reality. You can choose to focus on another aspect of that with your positive affirmations. This is going to be over and I will be absolutely fine. This is not going to break me. Find the positive words that you need to say to yourself, the affirmations that you will need, the ideal for what you want the situation to be, or how you're going to be coming out of it, so that you know that you will be absolutely fine. So we're reframing, finding the positive in whatever that something is, or while we're waiting, we're just going to be saying the positive things that we need to, because there are times when the anger can feel so all consuming that it's like the end of the world and we can't see past it. By saying positive things to ourselves, we will be able to get through. This will not break me. This is not the end of the world. Let's, bring it down a couple of notches. That's the other option that we have for dealing with our anger. The next thing, which I strongly, strongly recommend, is just mindful breathing. And this can be practiced no matter where we are, right? Just taking our time and breathing in deeply, hold it for 4, and then breathing out, right? And the science has shown that this actually works with calming the body, giving us the emotional and mental space that we need to just regroup and to get some control, right? So just slowing things down. So just being mindful of your breathing and just paying attention to it, just right there. And it doesn't have to be for long. This could be a 30 seconds of calming breathing, right? But for just that moment, just focusing on your breath. So taking the time away from whatever the insanity is that's happening around you or the rage that's building inside, just taking that deep breath, calming breath for 4, right? Really deep in and then out. And just do that, 3 times, right? And nobody will be the wiser, but you will feel the amazing calm that you will have in just taking control and again giving yourself just a bit of time, just that breather that you need to get control of the situation. The next thing that we could also try is just doing the opposite, right? So somebody's going to come in and they're going to be really gruff and, be yelling or being really nasty. Do the opposite of that, right? Try smiling, right? So while they're in rage and they're going to be angry and in a really bad mood, you don't have to go there with them, right? You have a choice. So you can choose to respond to the gruffness and the meanness with a smile, right? Oh, having a bad day today, are you? Right? So in other words, don't get swept up in that. Just try going the other route. So wherever it's a viable option, it's a good one to exercise, right? So the self-talk that we're using oftentimes when we're responding to people is oftentimes what's going to allow us or encourage us to react. So if we can have a self-talk that doesn't make it's not about me, right? Don't personalize it. And instead just stop to think of, that person perhaps had a bad evening or they're distracted or they're upset or angry about something else. And, I happen to be here and I'm getting the brunt of it. If you can allow yourself space in order to just have that kind of self-talk, then your response can be more measured. And so, instead of meeting anger with anger, just try smiling and actually just a word of kindness. You never know how far that can go in just really helping the other person as well, just for that moment with that smile to kind of just step back, or even if they choose not to, you have not gotten caught up in that tsunami of their anger, right? And the next thing we're going to talk about sublimation. So what I mean by that is using that energy that comes with the anger and oh my gosh, I'm fit to be tied. Use that to do something positive, right? So again, it's going back when I talk about the distraction, for example, go out and jog, right? Go out and do something, the gardening, whatever other physical thing you can get involved in, but take that same energy and focus it someplace else. So these are of the tips that I have for what you can try, depending on the situation, depending on where you're at. These are some of the tools that you have that you can really call upon to help you get through that anger. And remember that the anger is there, it's a warning sign, it's not there to control you. You are in control. So take the warning sign that comes with it when that emotion that comes that says, I'm displeased, I'm not with this, understand that you don't have to live there. Use one of the 6 tools that we've just shared and see what that will do for you in just getting you out of it so you are acting instead of reacting. You're going to be having a healthy response. Hope that you'll be able to use some of these. Let me know which ones work for you. And until next time, stay elevated. Bye for now.